You know, it's in the middle of winter. You would think that it would be snow I'd be expecting today and not all this rain. What's up, YouTube? Badass leather jacket Devin here. Yeah, not that badass, I think. I mean, unless you think I'm badass, in that case, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. But that's not what I'm here for today. If you check the title, you already know what you're here for. Now, I'm not going into much of a deep dive for this one because I want to go through each one of these seasons in its own singularity. This is just me talking about this series as a whole because I have a lot of my life to thank Archer for. Archer, hands down, pushed me in ways to figure out stuff about myself. Also helped me learn about how much of an asshole I could be sometimes, and sometimes we need to learn about how much of an asshole we could be. Because if we learn how much of an asshole we could learn from being an asshole and become someone a lot better. That is one thing that Archer taught me. Now, Archer didn't learn lessons much throughout this. He did, though. He learned some lessons. But Archer is quite an informative piece of fiction. So, 14 seasons and a movie pretty much to end it, which is pretty much 3 episodes in one. They did a 1 hour thing, which if you cut it into 3, it's literally 3 episodes of Archer. But I like that they aired it as a movie. I personally, I love that last movie so much. It really delivered so many things that it was the perfect ending to Archer. I'm not going to get too spoilery in this. This is just me talking about Archer at face value and from watching the entire thing. You know, if I had to rate this entire show, though, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Now you're thinking, Devin, you really like this show. You really have a lot about it that you just said. You literally owe some of your life to this. Well, the answer is why it's a 9 out of 10 is because some of season 7, okay? Season 7. Season 7 I did not really care for. I liked some of season 7. Like, for instance, I like that Veronica Dean, the intro of Veronica Dean and stuff. But, no spoilers, but it ends up becoming literally a farce. The entire season becomes a farce. And it ends in the way that makes the next few seasons a little torturous for people who who don't like that kind of thing. But I will say this though, my favorite seasons, like the first 5 seasons, in my opinion, absolutely beautiful. Season 6 almost follows that point. Like, they get so close to the magic that seasons 1 through 5 had. Now, the rest of the seasons after 7, like, the nightmare sequence seasons that I was just talking about, seasons 8, 9, and 10. Now, honestly, I really appreciate those ones. They make you look at the entire cast in a whole different light because some of the things that happen to them just make you question certain things, like who they are as a person, who they are to whom. why why is this person like this or something like that. Now I'm gonna say, if you're just about to get into Archer, prepare for some heartbreak. There are some sad things in the show. There's some sad things in the show that unfortunately come from real life circumstances that had to alter the show in many ways. Now, I'm I'm just saying, rest in peace, these cast members. Thank you very much. Uh, yeah. Other things that this show has helped me with, I and I'm just saying this because I just don't mind talking about what I've been through. This show helped me cope with alcoholism. It helped me realize that it wasn't always the answer, even though it always seemed to be the answer for them, because it just made it look kind of dumb. But you know what? That doesn't mean I look down on people for drinking. That doesn't mean I look down on drinking in general, because like it didn't help me quit alcohol altogether. It just helped me find a better relationship with it. And that's the only time I'm talking about alcoholism, other than the fact that I'm just telling you right now that I don't drink all the time. It's maybe 3 to 5 times a year I ever drink, and that's only for special occasions. Now the other stuff, I do. I have to do that every day. Yeah, because I have an anxiety condition, but y'all already know about my conditions. Now, as a sort of last thing, as a kind of send off to Archer, we are never going to get something like this ever again. This is like what happened if you took The Office and just mixed it with Mission Impossible, and that random chaotic energy from The Office just kept breeding with that spy element. Yes, breeding. With that spy element, and then it just kept on going into a cavalcade of stuff that at first doesn't make sense until it does. And it makes you question everything you know about fiction at some points, too. The most prevalent thing I think I will always retain from Archer is the fact that no matter how Archer got treated in the series, no matter how much, emotional trauma and turmoil he went through, no matter how much he lost, no matter how much he gained, even, no matter how much changed for him, somehow, Sterling Archer always retained him. Retaining yourself is one of the most important things you could do in this lifetime. And if you lose yourself, it is not fun to find yourself again, because sometimes when you don't find yourself runs away quite a bit. Runs far. And this show helped me reconnect with the sense of self that I lost, making me feel like I really did need to be myself. I get this from a lot of other fiction too, which helped cement that point. But this, Archer always remains Archer. You should always remain you, unless you're an asshole. then you should probably just remain you, but remain a lot nicer you. Like, comment, and subscribe. I just spent like literally almost 12 minutes just fangasming about how Archer means a lot to me and how the series as a whole, as a series review, it really, really touched me in my life. Now, if I had to point on the anatomically correct doll where this show touched me, it would touch me right here. I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me about a show that you thought ended perfectly.